This is Ken Carpenter welcoming you to the Bing Crosby Show, transcribed from Hollywood.
Moonlight becomes you. It goes with your hair. You certainly know the right thing to wear.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Decca, as you probably are well aware of, has gotten up a big deluxe sort of an album entitled Bing. Here's one of my favorites from this collection.
In the cool, cool, cool of the evening,
Tell 'em I'll be there.
in the cool, cool, cool of the evening,
Save your pappy a chair. When the party's getting a glow on and singing fills the air. In the shank of the night when the dudes are right, well, you can tell 'em I'll be there.
I like a barbecue.
I like to boil a ham.
And I vote for bouillabaisse stew.
What's that? I'd like a weedy baked steak and a layer cake.
And you'll get a tummy ache too.
We'll rent a tent or a teepee. Let the town crier cry. And if it's RSVP, this is what I'll reply. In the cool, cool, cool of the evening, tell 'em we'll be there. If you need a pair of freeloaders to fracture your affair, I may even give them pagliacci.
Now stand back and give him air.
Everyone can relax and we'll have a few yaks.
And you can tell 'em we'll be there. We said the bumblebee, let's have a jubilee. When said the prairie hen soon?
Sure, said the dinosaur. Where, said the grizzly bear, under the light of the moon.
How about your brother jackass? Everyone gaily cried. Are you coming to the bracket?
Ain't gonna blow it.
And over his specs he sighed.
In the cool, cool, cool
of the evening, tell 'em I'll be there.
In the cool, cool, cool
Of the evening, slick 'em on my hair. If perchance we look a bit peaked, remember, say again. If we're still on our feet and there's something to eat, well, you can tell 'em we'll be there.
cool, cool, cool of the evening, tell 'em I'll be there. In the cool, cool, cool of the evening, better save a chair.
When the party's getting a glow on and singing fills the air.
If there's gas in my hack and my laundry is back.
If there's room for one more and you need me.
Why, sure.
If you need a new face or a tenor or bass.
If I can climb out of bed and put a head on my head.
Well, you can tell 'em we'll be there.
Here's a song from Country Girl, the picture that I work in with Bill Holden and Grace Kelly. This is really the theme of the picture. It's written by Harold Arlen and Ira Gershman, and it's called The Search Is Through.
The flaxen hair, the tender voice, the laughing eyes gave me no choice. No more the doubt I used to face. No more the doubt, no more the chase. The search is through, you've got
passing you by. In my who's who, you've got what it takes. The who, the where, the when, the why. One look and oh, no painting I know can equal your loveliness head to toe. At last the brave, you've got what it takes. So easy to see, for all time to be. You've got what it takes to take me. Brave, you got what it takes. So easy to see, for all time to be. You've got what it takes to take me.
Last evening, I got to talking a little about how a couple of French newspapers were worried because English and American words were creeping into the French language and how certain words have been adopted by the French through usage. Naturally, I had to mention quite a few French words in my pseudo-continental manner, and always when that happens, when somebody phones in or sends a telegram ribbing me about my Pacific Northwest accent, my stale accent. I think anyone, though, who has a smattering of French likes to throw it around expansively from time to time, likes to parlez-vous whenever they can. Nobody knows how it sounds to somebody else. And I'd like to just mention, too, that Sir Winston Churchill, who is certainly much more of a continental, much more traveled than I am, to say the very least, is a prominent devotee. There, you see, there I go again, devotee, threw that in there. Anyway, Sir Winston Churchill rattles off quite a bit of French himself on lots of occasions. I noticed in Charlie Knickerbocker's informative column the other day that where Churchill had been presented with a picture of the diplomatic corps by French Ambassador Massagli. Well, Sir Winston began his speech of thanks in French, but he quickly switched to safer English. On Sir Winston's French, the Marquis of Salisbury delivered this judgment. Like everything he does, courageous. Ambassador Massagli explained, the French love Sir Winston's accent. It's so forceful, but grammatically, oof. But it remained for Australian High Commissioner Sir Thomas White to sum it up. He said, you see, he doesn't really recognize the existence of any language but English. So I guess everybody can lay off ribbing me. If Churchill can get in trouble with that language, I guess I'm entitled to make a few bobbles from time to time, too. While I'm talking about Sir Winston, I'd like to mention the highly controversial Graham Sutherland portrait of Churchill, which was presented to the Prime Minister on his 80th birthday. Many of you probably saw the newsreel of Churchill accepting the portrait and the wry face he made when he took a look at it. Well, today it lies hidden in the darkened room of Churchill's vacant townhouse. Personally, I can't say that I care much about the portrait either. There's a rumor going around that Churchill plans to get even with the artist. They say that Churchill plans to grab his palette and brushes, and he's going to dash off a portrait of Sutherland. Turn and turn about. I think that artist Sutherland might have picked the wrong subject for caricature when he oiled Churchill, because Churchill's a pretty handy guy at slinging paint himself, and he certainly can get even if he wants to. And if he wants any help, why, President Eisenhower will pitch in and do a little daubing for him. They could do a mural on this fellow. Say, I might have touched off an international incident here. I guess I better turn to song now. That's my feeble means of expression. Here's what they call a Maori love song, long a standard in Australia. It It popped up big in England, so Jack Cap grabbed it for me and for Decca. This was one of the many astute choices that Jack made for me, and it was in 1946.
Now is the hour when we must say goodbye. Soon you'll be sailing far across the sea, while you're away. Oh, then remember me when you return. You'll find me waiting here. Sunset glow fades in the west. Night o'er the valleys creeping. Birds cuddle down in their nests. Soon all the world will be sleeping. Now is the hour when we must say goodbye. Goodbye. Soon you'll be sailing far across the sea, while you're away. Oh, then remember me. Remember when you return. You'll find me waiting here.
And so we conclude for tonight. Hope you enjoyed what we had to sing for you and what we had to say. Hope also that you'll be listening again tomorrow night at the same time, same station.
This is Ken Carpenter saying goodnight to you all and reminding you that Bing Crosby can be heard Monday through Friday, transcribed from Hollywood.
Every one of us wants to be able to defend our country in case of emergency. One way is to join the National Guard. The Guard offers many advantages to young men and to veterans. You can train while living at home, working, or going to school, and you're paid for each weekly drill. These are just a few of the many advantages the National Guard offers you. Volunteer now. You'll be proud to be a part of the National Guard. America listens most to the CBS Radio Network.
Stay tuned for the Amos and Andy Music Hall.